What is going on, guys? DBG here, or, well, this is the Mick channel. And in this video, we are going to be reacting to Ty reacting to me reacting to his NBA 2K20 awards. Yeah, high quality content on the Mick channel, lads. Subscribe for more high quality content. Oh, man. The people want what the people want. I tweeted out, should I react? And everyone said, yeah, but you better believe this is not going on to the DBG channel. This is going on to the Mick channel. If there's anything that is on a channel with a profile picture of me with Photoshop sunglasses and a header of me with a whole bunch of different, me again and again and again and again under different color backgrounds, it is a video like this. So anyway, now we're going to get onto it.
What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here.
I would speed him up because I don't want this video to be 40 minutes. However, I need watch time to get this channel monetized, so it's going to be a bit slower.
Guys. In this video today,
it'll be a bit slower.
We are going to be reacting to DBG reacting to my awards, my team card awards. Now
and then DBG is going to react to this.
I don't know what for sure he's going to have an opinion on. I do know.
You do know for sure. You know Jaylen Rose is getting mentioned.
Yes, I will say this. Him and I differ in a lot of the opinions on cards.
We really don't. We really don't. When you mean differ on opinions, it's YBC and us. It's myself or you and YBC. It's me and Henry, me and Jake Mason, me and Richie. Like, that's what differing of opinions. Thinking Jaylen Rose is better than LeBron or LeBron's better than Jaylen Rose is like, it's literally like comparing brands of water. Like, they taste a little bit different, but like, no water is objectively better than any other water unless the water happens to be like have like lead in it or something.
But we also agree on quite a bit. So I would kind of be surprised if he disagreed with a lot of this. I was pretty broad. I was pretty general in most of this. These were most, in between my opinions and the community's opinions for these awards, guys. Make sure to go check out DBG's video if you haven't yet. That link will be down in the description.
Also, Ty's link will be down in the description for this.
Go, drop a sub to his channel if you haven't yet.
Also, drop a sub to Ty's channel if you haven't yet, which I don't know why you wouldn't. He's the best MyTEAM. Well, he's debatably the best MyTEAM player in the world.
I don't know why you wouldn't by now, but make sure you go do that, guys. Without further ado, let's hop right into the video.
And without further ado, let's hop into the reaction. Let's skip through the intro. So, first award here is the cheesiest player. I'm thinking...
What are you thinking?
It's hard to not go Yao Ming.
I mean, with all due respect, it's hard not to go Yao Ming, but who is better for their time?
Yao Ming. Yao Ming.
Day one Mirsan.
Day one Sean Bradley was almost as good. If Day one Sean Bradley and Boban were ridiculous as well, by the way. It wasn't just Mirsan. Day one Sean Bradley was a god. Actually, no, Mirsan and back down Punisher, and that was the big difference. But, man, Bradley was a god as well.
Or Yao Ming now. I don't know, man.
It's close.
I don't know. Close. The more I play with Yao, the more I'm, starting to think he's really that good. But it's a tough question, man.
I agree with Mirsan. Day one Mirsan was the best card in the game. Yao Ming's the best card we've ever seen in my team. I'd have a fourth option here.
Who?
Pink Diamond T-Mac. Pink Diamond T-Mac has to be there.
Okay, fair. That's fair enough. With when the behind the back was in the game, that's fair enough.
Three behind the back patch, he was.
I think that's fair enough.
I
firmly believe that this is a 3-horse race between Pink Diamond.
I think I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna say it's a 4-horse race, and it's way too loud on my end. Apologies for that.
Diamond Dwayne Wade. And the reason for Pink Diamond Dwayne Wade is a lot of the Pro-Am guys, like a Splash Edition.
That Pink Diamond Dwayne Wade literally brought the Pro-Am guys to my team. It didn't necessarily, the card itself change the game that much because very, very quickly after that, Giannis and stuff came out. But the big thing was that those Pro-Am guys know the game so much better than any my team guys. And when those guys brought those cards into the game, and people started looking more at SIGs, more at jump shots, people started looking more at a lot of different things in my team. So they really revolutionized the game. Those Pro-Am guys coming over. He changed the game. So huge shout out to the Definitives of the world, the Splashes of the world. And on the European side, huge shout out to the Marios of the world, the Sam the Rulers of the world, who really brought the sauce to my team. Because you better believe those pro-am guys who are looking to make this professional know a lot more than a casual MyTEAM player.
If you guys know those names, if you don't know those names, you guys will
Every
know
pro-am
them
guy
are
knew how to
super,
use this
super
guy.
good at the game.
He was
And that's the thing. This card made it so like pro-am guys could start playing MyTEAM, and it was eye-opening. It really was. At using these types of cards. These are the. You started with Dwayne Wade. If I was on a 12-0 run and I ran up against Dwayne Wade with the guy,
no one in Europe knew how to use them. No one in Europe knew how to use them. That's all I'm going to say.
Very few people realized how to use this Dwayne Wade.
No one in Europe knew how to use them.
That's so true, but like there were a few people that I matched up with that I knew I was like, like I'm in trouble.
Because mainly when he was at his cheesiest was like early March. Was probably from like early February when he came out to early March. And during that spell, I don't even think Splash was streaming that much because he was getting ready for the league. Ty was focusing on the global championship, and then he'd only just gotten into content creation. So it wasn't, Base 98 wasn't nearly as widely known as it was.
It wasn't. Like, if we knew about Jeff Petrie, you better believe I was on a Petrie for the whole year.
Kind of the middle.
Well, the whole year pre-Christmas.
And that's true. That's a good point. I think my team as a whole just wasn't really
yeah
popping, when Dwayne Wade came out.
It was popping. The good players didn't play it. And the SIGs thread from Kenny Mac and 2K Gamer. So that's 2K. Well, 2K Gamer and 2K DB changed all that.
Most of the larger creators didn't really know about this card. I think he would have been even cheesier had people found out about him earlier. And it wasn't like people didn't find out about him. The likes of, as he said, Definitive, Splash, any of those pro-am guys, they all were insane with that card. It was
all of them. They were incredible. I couldn't guard this card.
Luckily enough for us.
I did not know how to guard. Yeah, I agree. I did not know how to guard this card for so long. It legitimately took me to like April to figure out how to guard this card.
Matthew C, if you run up to him ever in Unlimited and he has Dwayne Wade, you better be nervous.
I'm in Europe. Well, thankfully, we've got Sam. And I'm not worried about anyone in Europe. Do I think I'm the best in Europe? No. Am I worried about anyone in Europe? As in, do I think I'll lose by like 30 to anyone? No. But if I went, I'd love to go to US East for a while. Like, it's not going to happen with COVID and all. But I would love it if the servers were good, just so I could test myself on an even playing field against these pro-am guys. Like, Ty's a little bit different because of his baits. Splash is next level. But I would love to test myself against even Definitive might be a level too high, but test myself against the Keithons or the Duffy Dashes of the world to see how, in the level just below the top, how I can compete against them. Like, that would be a very interesting thing to see if I did happen to go to East Coast of the US.
Man, that's all I'm gonna say. You better be nervous, man.
Otherwise, everyone was using this card and he was 300k MT. Let's be real.
He probably made me the most nervous. Second card up for nomination is Sapphire George Mirasan.
Day one Mirasan.
25 speed. Was the fastest card in the game at 7'6".
They nerfed him. They had to lower his stamina from like 95 to 65. They completely.
He was the first.
The thing
he's
is,
the only player they nerfed this year.
7'7" and was the fastest card in the game.
Nerfed Mirasan.
Look, I don't know, man.
Oh, he was so good.
The thing is, I used to ask people, who wanted, to certain rewards or whatever. I used to ask them, you got George Mirasan? Because if you got George Mirasan, sure, whatever.
You could run deep Asher Mirasan. You could run deep.
I just throw the ball.
You could run deep Asher Mirasan.
And surround
it was madness. It was madness.
I used to run.
Like, if you look at my old videos of Mirasan, I was running deep Asher Mirasan from like day one.
He's what started the running trend. I mean, he ran, man.
Who had range extender and Bielitsa who had range extender. Bucks 5 out, bang, bang, bang. I didn't lose a game. I love those cards. 6 games maybe in all of September and half of October. Like, it was mad.
I mean, I don't even know what else.
I barely played in October though.
Day one Mirasan, guys, was just absolutely different. Last being Yao, guys. We all know what Yao can do. 7'6", all 99 GOAT cards. Any of these guys could have won the award, but ultimately,
it was a joke. I'm not going to argue.
Sapphire George Mirasan as the winner of the most cheesiest card of the game. If you're 7'6",
the only reason I wouldn't give it to Mirasan.
Yeah, I said this here. Channing Frye.
He couldn't guard Channing Frye.
He couldn't.
And like when you were
I was cooking with Frye.
You did. But the thing is, it's like in that era it's just. If you could green with all 5 guys on your court, you were ahead of your time, man.
I could green with Kennard, Frye.
Didn't miss. He had like a 99.
And when Zerbiak came out, I could green with him.
Because it was such a big counter, Channing Frye, I would have given it to Yao. But I'm not going to argue. week one Mirasan was just
Mirasan was a joke.
He's the best player in the game by a
He
was a
margin.
joke.
And can shoot post hooks over everybody, which he could do.
I nearly stopped playing this game because of how annoying Mirasan
He was
was.
by far the cheesiest player for his time and era in NBA 2K20. So,
Okay, so I'm going to put the speed to 1.5 so this video doesn't take too long because I'm going to give my opinions on all these awards. 0.5
Alright.
speed is
the next award is the longevity award. This is the player. I didn't want to do a lot of evos with this because a David Robinson, for example.
You know what? I think I might have to go and do that again. We're 6 minutes into this video and we are already 10 minutes into the. Actually, screw it. Let's just keep the reaction on.
Now, but this is without an evo, so you got
I agree with these two. because these two are so usable today. I would put in Tracy McGrady.
I'm trying to think of who else I put in.
Above Dwayne Wade.
Pink Diamond T-Mac till about April.
That's definitely a fair point. But the one a little holdback I have over that is, for me personally, this is my personal opinion. Late May, late June, or late May, early June, when people still were running Dwayne Wade and tournament type settings,
That was because there was salary caps in the tournament. If there was no salary caps, no one's they might use Opal Dwayne Wade, but no one's using Pink Diamond Wade.
people that knew pro-am type dudes, I would get more nervous against Dwayne Wade than Opal T-Mac. And now, like a leap year T-Mac, Pink Diamond, Dwayne Wade, obviously both, aren't really
great.
that usable, but
they are usable.
leap year T-Mac definitely
not usable
is,
in
he brings up a very,
competition,
very
but they're
good point.
usable.
One of these two guys. Personally, I go to Giannis, but I would not complain if anyone wanted to give it to Kawhi.
It's like here's the thing: Giannis and Kawhi are both it's close. They're both usable. It's tough, man.
You know,
I mean, Kawhi has half range,
he
man.
got
I,
moments Kawhi came out
on February 16th.
Giannis
Giannis was kind of that first type of player that really changed the game. That dropped not too long after Kawhi Leonard.
Giannis was
I don't believe. And then we
ridiculous.
got
He was
the Pink Diamond Dwayne Wade once again.
third,
Well,
fourth
I wouldn't say
March or
Dwayne Wade can
something?
still be used now.
Giannis
Yeah, and
was
that's
so
the
early.
biggest difference for me is that it's like for those 2 to 3 weeks, Kawhi was, that is just that extra little bit of time.
I mean, nobody used Kawhi in those 2 to 3 weeks because he was so rare and was like 500k MT. Like, we can't forget that he was the most expensive card in the game. Like, he was more expensive than Giannis for a while. And then during 10 times more people used the Jordan card than Kawhi.
When Kawhi was just ahead of it, ahead of everybody.
Used for a very long time. So, in my opinion, this was more of a two-head race in Kawhi and Giannis, and I ultimately decided to go with Pink
I'm not going to argue Kawhi. Kawhi's almost as good.
Diamond Kawhi because
Not
on
gonna
my
complain.
tournament
Pro
team,
8.
I guess I don't run him
Pro
anymore
8
because I'm
great
over
defense,
Kawhi.
not
But this
gonna
card
complain.
still can be ran in comp type settings. Can do it all
It's weird on 1.5 speed, man. I hate listening to myself, bro.
into the court. And honestly, for his era, was one of the best cards.
Not
The
gonna
next award
complain
here
at
is an
all.
interesting one because we're talking for the time that they got released. We got 3.
I said in this video, Jordan.
Jordan, Wilt, and Kawhi.
Jordan. Opal Jordan. Made us all think about Sigs.
So I put the
Or
other Kawhi in
tendencies.
who came out a little bit earlier.
What
Or-
Kawhi?
The 97.
Is he talking about the pink? I guess the
They're same on
97
defense.
overall Kawhi, maybe.
Oh, actually, wait. No. Opal Jordan came out before this Kawhi.
I mean, that's a good point as well. Opal Jordan is somebody that definitely probably deserved to be in here. He
I also, funnily enough, think Yao's maybe a better defender than Will Chamberlain because of the way.
probably did. Because Opal Jordan did
That's
have
a
that
close one.
98 on-ball steal tendency. Definitely overlooked
Kawhi
by
was
me
better
here.
than Opal Jordan, but not better defensively.
Yeah, I
For their
stand by that
positions, you're right.
Opal Jordan
For their
deserves
positions,
better.
you're right.
Like Opal Jordan probably deserves to win this. That card.
I
is
disagree.
statement. Jordan's a better defensive player than
I
Rocco.
disagree on
Jordan's
deserves
better
to
than
win
Rocco.
this, but
I know who
think
wins.
he does
like.
deserve that.
Good.
third
Jordan
spot.
better
So
than
I
Rocco.
figured out about tendencies, but if he wants to give it to Rocco or Wilt, I'm not going to complain. If he wants to give it to Rocco, I'm not going to complain.
Galaxy Opal go.
It has to be
Can
Rocco.
we really have
Has to be
defensive
Rocco.
player of the year without Wilt Chamberlain, guys? 8-foot wingspan, 7'1", can run. Now I will say this: he's not as good as he was last year. But this Galaxy Opal Will is definitely
Way
Will
better
is
than last
still,
year.
He's incredible, man.
Last year he was good because he
Second guy,
came
he's
out
not a lot
early.
Better than
He
last
wasn't
year.
good
His
last
came
year.
out in, like October, so a little bit different.
He wasn't as good as like
Diamond Robert Covington came out
in
He was a
2K19. He wasn't as good as like even the Pink Diamond Boogie was better than him. The Pink Diamond DeAndre Ayton. Those cards I know they came out in like April, May, but like actually they were at the end of May. They were still better.
man.
No,
6'9".
middle of like the 18th. Am I right? 18th of May that the Gen Next packs came out. I'm not entirely sure. So I need to check this. I need to check if I'm right on this. 18th of May is my guess. My team Simmons DBG just to find it because they gave Simmons out as a ridiculous card set.
With over 10 million daily
17th of May. Oh, one day off. Man, my memory not working well. My memory's not working well today.
Incredible wingspan, decent enough steal tendency, and just his player model made him get way more bumpy than 2K ever should have allowed him. I ran with the Diamond Robert Covington for a very long time. It was one of my favorites in the game.
Rocco was on my team forever.
Once again, released on February 16th, way ahead of his time, with those 34 Hall of Fame badges. Basically, every Hall of Fame badge in the game was just
the card that came. He came out on the Monday. I think the Jordan came out on the Friday before that. I still think
that DBG definitely has a good point there.
Anywhere else but Diamond Rob Covington.
No, I couldn't complain.
He was my favorite card in the game.
I think Jordan was snubbed.
That's definitely a good point. That's definitely a good point.
At the time.
I think Pink Diamond Giannis deserves to be there. That's a good point. He knows I'm right. He knows I'm right. He completely forgot about Jordan. Like that can happen. That can very easily happen.
Okay, card. This could
I hated
D-Rob.
Hated D-Rob.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Was there any good centers pre? Was
the only other one was Bill. D-Rob was the best. He was better than Bill. He was better than Bill.
Bosch existed pre 250K. I just hated his D-Rob card. So T-Mac, I assume T-Mac's winning. Giannis, no question about it. I'd probably put Lamar Odom in there. But
Lamar's who I talked about. It's tough to only have 3, man.
We did have like the Galaxy Overrated.
I'm not going to complain anyway.
We did have a card like even a Pink Diamond Bill Russell. Well, he wasn't D-Rob's level, but he was pretty good. Diamond Lamar Odom was another card that I'm very, very high on.
Odom,
if we're talking about the best pre-250K card,
I'd
it's
put
between
Odom
3
in there.
guys: Pink Diamond Giannis, Pink Diamond T-Mac, and Galaxy Opal D-Rob. Now I will say, before the behind the back was patched, it was a one-horse race. It was definitely T-Mac. But once it got patched, D-Rob and Giannis went up a little bit, because they couldn't even use behind the back to start with. But at the end of the day, if you ask most people who their favorite card was, it was still
Everyone's was T-Mac.
And by far,
It wasn't even close. T-Mac was the man with the plan.
Jomar was a god with Porzingis though.
Honorable mention. Just
he was a god.
Quick job, but no.
Maybe Ben Simmons for literally like the 3 days before 250K.
T-Mac especially.
Maybe argued him.
The time before everyone had half quick draw, and it felt really slow. Going back to go quick draw. T-Mac was better. T-Mac did everything better except for the half quick draw.
That's so true. Nobody was used to the Hall of Fame quick draw either.
That good? Not really anymore. But he did have the Hall of Fame clans, Hall of Fame range.
I've been coached by T-Mac.
Pink Diamond T-Mac is the best.
T-Mac still is good, man.
To the next award here, we do have the most overrated cards in the game.
He's gonna get mad about Glenn Rice.
Glenn, I get it. Glenn is kind of overrated.
He is overrated.
Come on,
he's overrated, but he's not the most.
More overrated cards.
Who is more overrated
I can't think about it.
Glenn Rice?
And Kobe. Well and truly, but
Opal LeBron. Opal point guard LeBron.
Both of those belong here. Well, they belong here. I'm trying to think who.
Glenn is overrated, man.
He
is so overrated.
Goat Steph, maybe? Pretty sure Isaac put Goat Steph above, like...
Came out in April, or who came out? I'm trying to think who came out in April. I can't even think. Because we got Wilt in March.
Where do you use March?
To be honest with you.
Where do you use March? Wilt was April.
I can't even remember.
I feel like, and a lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh, Glenn Rice is gonna be the best card in the game," and he really was never that.
He was one of them.
I was more nervous
when
when
one
I
of them.
He was good, but everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, he's the best card." No, I still got more nervous against Dwayne Wade.
In that aspect, for me, I think he is.
Initially, I got more nervous against Glenn. Not gonna lie.
For when he came out, he was supposed to be by far the best center in the game. If you ask any of the comp guys whether they preferred the old Kareem or Shaq, most of them will say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, Kareem better than Shaq.
Kareem only had,
man, like when Eddie Curry came out, I said it. I was like, Eddie's better than Shaq.
I hated this.
I don't know if I go that far. The Pink Diamond Eddie just because of defensive purposes, but you can definitely make that argument.
And people call me crazy. And now, like looking back, and you're like, yeah, Eddie might be better than Shaq.
He didn't have Randy Center. He didn't
have
90+ rebound, but Kareem just felt better on the court than this Shaq. Shaq was supposed to be a lot better than he was, but
I don't know why.
For me, he never really.
I like Shaq. I don't know why.
Just because he had such a broken release.
It was weird.
Card, maybe in 2K history. That is Galaxy Opal Goat Kobe Bryant.
The most disappointing. I've same reaction 2 days in a row.
He had all 99 everything.
If there's any card to have given like LaMelo Ball 6,
I was so disappointed in this card.
Because he already had the Kobe.
I wish he was.
Kobe could have been so good, man.
It's the best escape dribble in the game.
Like if
he could have been so good, man.
Like it's not that he's bad; he's just disappointing.
If they just given him like Pro 2 and a Pro 3,
I'm like
say this.
I'm like an angry parent right here. Like I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed in 2K. I'm not mad at them.
If there's any card to a Pro 2 and a Pro 3
came out and he was supposed to be absolutely
just disappointed in 2K.
It's not close, but people
just disappointed.
He was just such a huge letdown. Guys, that is why Kobe Bryant is the winner of the most overrated card in NBA.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed in 2K for what they did to Kobe.
The most underrated card in NBA.
Dale Ellis. Next. If you watch my earlier video, my first video today, you know it's Dale Ellis.
I disagree. Not everybody knows Cam Reddish is good, and here's why. I see way more people running Diamond Robert Covington than Diamond Cam Reddish. Diamond Cam Reddish, I really didn't run into him that much in Unlimited. What? I really didn't. And
what continent were you in? In Europe, everyone ran him. And heck, the Hawks players were like 7K MT when he came out.
The thing is, like, obviously when he first came out, obviously a lot more people are gonna have him. He's still usable to this day. If I'm to use one diamond in this game, it's Cam Reddish. It's Cam Reddish. He's playing in my tournament finals on both Xbox and PlayStation, the MyTEAM Madness tournament for a ton of money. Cam Reddish is still gonna play. So not everybody knows his value because I'm about the only dude running him in the tournament.
So,
Yeah, because most people are going 5-man with no
They
diamonds.
don't. They know he's good. They don't know he's good. Like, they know he's good, right? But there's levels.
I was going underrated. I think I'd take Odom because I think everyone knew.
I
he
think
was
Pink
good.
Diamond Manning probably belongs in
Rocco,
there more
keep
than
him in there.
most
I'd
of
put
these.
Dale Ellis in my most underrated.
Dale Ellis is so good.
Dale Ellis, man.
He's
mean,
Kawhi.
Dale
He's
Ellis,
Kawhi.
man.
He's Kawhi with worse
Kawhi
tendencies.
Leonard with worse things. That is what Dale Ellis is.
Give me Cam Reddish over Dale Ellis.
You've
Every
never
day
used
of the
Dale
week.
Ellis. You've used Dale Ellis once and dropped like 20 with him tight.
Ridiculous.
But maybe that's because I'm comfortable with Cam. I don't know.
Yeah, you just haven't
His
used him.
sigs, his animations are just ridiculous. I knew when I hit Cam Reddish in the Play Now tournament how good he would be if he got a better MyTEAM card, and he got one, man.
I like one of Odom or Reddish because everyone knows how good Reddish is. Everyone was so hyped. Sure, the Hawks players were 10 KMT. I definitely wouldn't say that Reddish is in that underrated category, but I put Dale Ellis in instead.
He is. He's still to this day underrated, though.
This was a tough one because there's a lot of underrated.
Reddish is the best that he's
If we get down
Reddish
to
or
it, who is the most
Reddish is the
underrated?
best.
What do these cards do I like the most compared to the rest of the 2K community? Robert Covington, I'll say this. When I started really using Robert Covington, a lot of the communities.
I agree. We only used Roko because Ty
He
let us know how
was
good
so
he was.
good, man.
Was down to it. I think Cam Reddish is the most underrated.
Now you don't have
Reddish
to.
is unbelievable. I don't think he's. I think everyone knows
Dale
he's
Ellis.
But not everybody's using him in
Dale
Unlimited,
Ellis.
or obviously not anymore. But
Dale Ellis.
there was not that many people that used
Dale
him.
Ellis.
There really was.
Dale
In my
Ellis.
opinion, I thought more people used Covington than
Dale
Cam
Ellis.
Reddish.
I've never played
I think
Dale Ellis
Cam Reddish
once.
might be a
I've
little
never played
better
Dale
than
Ellis
Guy.
once, and he's a
Maybe that's
god.
just me. Maybe
He's a
just
god.
me that knows Reddish is good, but
Card in NBA 2K.
I would got even
I've been into the next
Odom
award here. We do have the best 12 and over award in NBA 2K.
Baron Davis,
Now, I would
there's
say
no
this was
question.
a two-headed race and a three-headed race. Although Amari Stoudemire still wasn't bad.
I'm trying to think.
The more I look back on it, the more I
Bird was
agree.
terrible.
These are the three
Awful.
best by a mile.
Moses
not even
was
close with
awful.
these.
Amari was the starting center for most people.
Amari
Everyone
was
ran
good.
Amari.
Jerry Lucas. I put. I know Big O. No one used Big O. Would I go Beasley? Nah. I was about to think I was like, would I go Beasley over him? But I was like, very, very few people ran.
No,
Beasley.
and a lot of
Better
people
players.
ran Amari
No one ran
Stoudemire.
Beasley.
Yeah, I agree with these three. I assume he's not taking into account Dr. J and
Rudy would
No,
win.
no.
Rudy would win this, by the way.
Because yeah,
Amari wasn't bad for the time.
This is a no question. This is a no-brainer,
Really,
Baron
between Glenn Rice and
Davis.
Baron Davis, it's tough because I thought Glenn Rice, at least for probably half the community, was the best shooting guard for when he came out. I would still prefer the Team X of the world, but a lot of people love Glenn Rice, and I can see why. Baron
the
Davis
best
was
point
probably
guard
the
in the
best
game.
point guard. Him or John Stockton when he
No
came
question.
out.
I think Baron was the
Baron
best.
Davis was better than most people realize. He really was. Could dunk.
Baron Davis, like you could use Baron Davis was pretty.
I was not a
much
Stockton
on
lover,
par
though.
250
I was not a
there,
Stockton
like,
lover.
Months after he came out, like Baron Davis.
the thing is though, when Baron Davis came out, I was such a John Stockton fan that I personally didn't even realize.
I wasn't good enough at the game at this stage to realize how good John Stockton was. So if I was looking back on it, it would be probably still Baron 1, Stockton 2. But man, I didn't even use Stockton
How
as one of my
good Baron
two
Davis
best
was
point guards in the
for
game.
the time he came out in.
For me, no
he was a
question,
dog,
Baron
and
Davis.
that is why Baron Davis is the best 12-0 reward in NBA 2K20
Yeah.
MyTEAM for his.
We've
specific
agreed. We've
era. I
agreed to
do
most of
agree
these.
with
Let's be real. We've agreed with most of
that.
these.
The next
I thought we would. This one's not even close. We're gonna agree on this one too.
award here is the
Ball,
best
ball.
token reward, and this is just gonna be the best overall token reward because it's hard to do for their specific era because it's just so different. Now,
Game like
this is kind of another two-headed race. I do like JJJ a lot, but I think
No
Bobo is
one's-
quite a
there's
bit
no
better.
point even
And he's
talking, it's
really a
Bobo.
question for me. Galaxy Opal
Bobo, not even
Bobo.
close. I like the Rose.
Is the best
Bobo.
token
It's really not
not
close.
close.
Bobo is the
This
man
award
with the
here we
plan.
do have is the Rookie of the Year, and this one was
Oh.
tough.
I said this in this video, but there is no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer.
Wiseman?
What else are they? They're basically
But there's no
rookies in the
wrong
game,
answer.
never had them.
That is so true. There is
100%
truly
true.
no wrong answer.
Depending on what
There's
you need,
truly
there's
not.
no wrong answer to this
So it was
at all.
That is so true.
If you're a pro-am
player,
guy,
I don't
you're
know
gonna
who
say
gets this award.
LaMelo.
Wiseman for me.
If you're a pro-am guy, you're gonna say LaMelo.
I mean, I'm not high on LaMelo, but I saw a definitive cook with
definitive
LaMelo the other
cooked
day.
you with him
Although he
tight.
did bench
Definitive
Opal
cooked you
LaMelo
with
for
him
Opal
tight.
Lamar Odom in
Pro-am
the game
guys are
after,
gods.
so I
Pro-am gods
I
are
don't know about
guys are
LaMelo.
gods.
LaMelo Ball
They're
still to
gods.
this day. I don't know.
If you don't like Chris Bosh release, or you just use your center to corner sit, you're gonna probably say Reddish.
This was tough for
Or
me.
If you run a lot of stuff through Wiseman, you're probably gonna say Wiseman. So there's no wrong answer here. I'd say Wiseman, but there's no wrong
Playing
answer.
at the 4 is obviously, going to be a top 4 in the
Probably
game.
gonna
LaMelo
say
is some people's favorite point guard still to this day. And you
or
guys know I
Reddish.
love Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish is absolutely incredible. Still a top 5 shooting guard probably.
Wouldn't say top
It's
5,
just
but
a
he's
top-
not far
top 5
off.
center power forward, top 5 point guard.
Let's just see top 5 2 guards. There's Kawhi, Rudy, Kawhi, Rudy, Porzingis, Kevin Durant, T-Mac. Yeah, I don't think he's top 5. And I've skipped through. Yeah, like
You guys know I love Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish is absolutely incredible. Still a top 5 shooting guard, probably.
Just James Wiseman's a step.
By far,
Wiseman's-
James Wiseman is the
it's not by far, but he is the best.
NBA.
He's
For
the
me
best.
personally,
This
James
is
Wiseman
going
is
to be
James Wiseman is a step above.
award that I'm going to talk about. Most improved, okay? And here's the thing. You can look at it in a variety of ways. The way I
What do you mean by DeRozan? DeRozan's pink diamond was beast in 2K19.
good.
He
So
was
good.
a beast.
I mean, but how many people ran DeRozan? I mean,
Wade
This guy.
was so bad.
This guy.
Duncan.
Wade was
You gotta
awful.
go Duncan because every Duncan card sucked until that last.
that's what I'm talking about with Duncan. It's a little bit
Duncan's
different.
never been good.
It's a little bit
There's
different.
Duncan's
a lot of
never
other
been good in
cards
2K.
died. Is there cards
Duncan's
on
never
Twitter
been good in
instead of,
2K.
like,
There
DeRozan?
probably is. I don't remember DeRozan from 2K19 at all. Now his
yeah.
pink diamond card was very, very good on this game, but
You know why Ty doesn't remember DeRozan from 2K19? The only thing Ty remembers is the Shaq at point guard, Ben Simmons, and Giannis. Because you know what? Ty was Giannis made in 2K19. All Ty did was cross over with Giannis, Euro step in. He was Giannis made. He was a play with friends warrior. He wasn't even good at the game. He was only good because of Giannis. He was only good because he had the best team in the game. He was only good because what other excuses do people make for why they were losing to Ty? Oh, I'm trying to think. He was he played with friends warrior. Giannis made only won because he the best team in the game. Trying to think of excuses when he won KOK, when he basically couldn't play his play style. What was the excuse that people made then? Not just that Ty walked through everybody and destroyed everyone. There was always... I'm trying to think of all the excuses. Can't think of them off the top of my head. But that's why you didn't use... One of said excuses is why you didn't use DeRozan.
his Opal was just next level. I mean, I don't know.
Duncan's class.
That's just my opinion.
Duncan's quality.
Maybe Yao Ming. Like,
I mean, I
Yao's
guess.
first Opal to Yao's second Opal
I guess, but
might be the biggest jump of any card we've ever seen. I don't know.
it was...
Luka, so I actually know a lot of people liked Luka last year. Do you think what cards sucked last year? I
can't think of any more.
Wholeheartedly agree with Duncan.
Tim Duncan would be anything, but this
Can't
Duncan
think of
is
any more.
incredible. So you know
Or
you
he's
can look at it improved in that way.
99
Or
in 2K.
Dwayne Wade.
This Tim Duncan is good.
With the
He's
Dwayne
so
Wade type
good.
card, how many people used him last year? I mean,
He's
he was
unbelievable.
slowly
Released in the game, he was
I'm just
woeful.
asking for the community, okay? But when I'm going to
Wade
say
was
this is
terrible.
an amethyst, with the Evo's up to
Wade
amethyst,
was
Dwayne Wade came out.
terrible.
I knew he was going to be incredible. His dribble six were great.
Wade
I
hadn't been
did
good.
when that first Dwayne Wade came.
From 2K15 to now, Dwayne Wade has never... From 2K16 to 19, Wade was terrible. He was really good in 15, and then hadn't been good since still this year.
I knew he was going to be good.
Starting point guard. I knew with his behind the back that he could be great. That he would be great throughout 2K. I absolutely know it from the amethyst Dwayne Wade card and DeMar DeRozan. You know, think about it. How many people thought of DeMar DeRozan last year?
DeRozan was insane.
Truly, how many people thought of
DeRozan
DeMar DeRozan?
He was
Ridiculous.
insane last year.
Look, I don't remember him at all. I truly don't remember him.
Obviously
He was
helped him,
incredible.
But you know, even the pink diamond DeMar was nice. And you could kind of tell with that T-Mac release that if we got another one, he would be incredible. But to me, if this award was never a question. Galaxy
No,
Opal Tim
I
Duncan
agree.
is the most improved
Duncan.
player in
Tim
NBA.
Duncan, man, he
Just for the
is
scope,
so
These
good.
These awards have mainly been kind
Thought
of
this card
obvious.
would be anything.
They've been
No
kind of
bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not... I didn't disagree with many of
I have
these,
no
to
problem
be
with
honest.
any
Galaxy
of
Opal
these,
Tim Duncan GOAT is incredible in NBA.
I have no problem with any of these.
Now we're gonna look at another award. Is the budget MVP.
3 tokens... The more I think about this, the more I think day one Sean Bradley, 3 tokens wins.
Look, I already know DBG's like, his heart just got lifted up, man. He saw his boy Nicholas Batum. He's gonna be so happy. Look at him.
I can't.
Hey, me and Nick Batum, the relationship's over. He never followed me on Instagram. He never liked any of my tweets. It's over. It's over. It's now Eddie Curry #1. Eddie Curry followed me on Instagram. Hito Turkoglu followed me on Instagram. Pretty sure AK-47 followed me on Instagram. They're the top 3. They're top 3 now. Nick Batum's gone.
Can't
He's
not
just gone.
Give this
He's
award to
gone.
Nick Batum. But also, it's Dwayne Wade.
It's top budget cards in the game.
I don't think it's close.
Hold
It's
up,
Wade.
don't sleep on my boy Marvin, though. Marvin
Wade
be doing
is
his
not even
thing,
worse.
man.
Marvin Bagley, who for his era was, you know, a top 10 center at a time in which you could get him for super cheap.
Well, unless you want to consider the tokens for Mirasan's budget, or 3 tokens for Sean Bradley. 3 tokens for Sean Bradley, I might say, week 1. might be budget MVP.
I'm doubling down on that. Sean Bradley week 1, 3 tokens
You guys
wins.
know what he can do.
He wins.
Incredible 3 and D type player. I never used him to his full extent, but now that he's got glitch tendencies on his Opal, he's absolutely
Pro
incredible.
3 behind him as well.
He has a
He's
good release,
insane.
good defender, could get it done at a very high level. The last card is Diamond Dwayne Wade. Now this card went for like what 3K MT and was basically the pink Diamond Dwayne Wade. Now I still think the pink Diamond Dwayne Wade was better, but it's not that. It's really not
He
that.
carried me to
So
12-0 so many times.
you got 3 guys here who for a time, you know,
I-
maybe in
Wade-
March,
Diamond
was the
Dwayne
reason
Wade
I
was
went
just
12-0.
such a great budget card.
but could get it done at a high level. You know,
Wade was the only reason I ever went 12-0 to budget squad. I took every shot with Wade. I think I dropped 137 points in a game with him.
all were
man,
super,
I
super
think-
budget players. But to me, Diamond Dwayne Wade was the most
No,
usable in a
you can't.
competitive type setting. And trust me, I
cannot
burst people
argue
who know how to use him.
I still use him in my tournament
He
squad,
does
to be
play
honest.
at a very,
He's
very
still
high level.
usable.
Diamond Dwayne Wade is my best budget player.
It has to be Kobe because he has one of the worst cards, worst pick times in the game to a very solid Opal. But if I was to go with any of these cards, it would be Bill Walton, and not even close.
I would probably agree. I
Bill's
think
the
Bill
best
Walton's
by
the
a
best out
mile.
of these cards, but I still don't like Bill Walton.
Although this
tricky.
Kobe, I do really like.
As far as
Use
the
Bill
first
Walton,
part.
Ty.
When you look at
Use
when
Bill
Kenny first
Walton.
came out,
You have
like,
to
look at
use
his first when he first came out.
If you use Bill Walton, you'd like Bill Walton.
When he first came out, he had what 70-some lateral quickness. I mean, there were a lot of
gave
things
him, like,
wrong
8
with him. no
updates.
plan.
They did. They gave him a ton of up.
That's the problem with his Evo update wasn't even that good. It was just that they gave him so many little updates throughout the year, and then they gave him one final Evo one. The Evo one didn't do much. It was just first there was the quick jar update, then there was the range extender update, and then there was the time they gave him clamps, and then there was the time they boost. Then there was the Evo to boost his lateral quickness. They just gave him so many traits.
Okay.
There was it work, you know. Went from having what a 73 ball to a good 3 ball. You know, has that half range, I do believe. I don't know
It's
enough
only
about Bill
only
Walton. I
goal
didn't
range.
use him enough.
Only goal range.
But I would say this: a lot of people like Bill Walton, and if you can tolerate his tween, he's a very good player. I just personally don't like.
I
his
love that
much.
tween.
He's
That's
the
why he's
last
in tween. I love that.
He's
tween.
not as good as Giannis.
I'll agree, but he's not that much worse.
I'm biased,
This
but-
Pink Diamond Kobe Bryant who Evo to a Galaxy. But now you guys gotta realize this Pink Diamond Kobe started out terrible. Like when he dropped, everybody's like, "What is going on?" His Evo isn't terrible. It's not that much worse than when you have to grind, you know, whatever it is, 80, 160. I don't
Better
know. I think it's
shooter.
160
Way better
plus hours
shooter.
for. So
And a better
Go
defender.
quick draw
all
so
three of
much
these
better
Evos
than
are
off
super,
quick
super
draw.
good. When it comes down to it,
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant's Evo is the best.
Go quick draw
I
so
don't
much
know
better
if
than
it's
off.
not
I don't even think it's close. This career highlights to where he started to end is an
Kobe
absolute
Bryant
Evo
became
in
pretty
2020,
good, man.
2020.
He really
The next
did.
award is the Mr. Inconsistent reward.
Meh.
The best way I can
This guy right here.
See, I disagree. I'm not that bad with David Robinson.
It has to be D-Rob.
describe this.
Why don't you like David Robinson? There's nothing wrong with him.
Cards, you know, that I
He
can
can't
He
hit
hit
an
some
open.
heavies for me, and you know he's gonna miss a few opens, but hey,
Missed
he be doing
all
his
the
thing,
opens.
man.
Missed
One day I'll say,
all
yo,
the
KD is the best shooting guard in the game. Next day I'll talk to Isaac and be like, yo, KD.
I'm inconsistent with Bobo.
David Robinson misses all the opens.
Straight arms for me makes it
Over
the most
D-Rob.
inconsistent.
D-Rob has to be
Hey,
more.
I still like D-Rob. Listen,
He misses all the
I
opens. Not a
personally
few
like
opens.
D-Rob.
He misses all the
Mr.
I
opens.
really do.
Award goes
So
to
all the
Kevin.
opens.
The next award here is the most slept
Jaylen Rose.
award. And when
he's
I-
gonna. DBG's about to say, no, Jaylen Rose, man. Listen, Jaylen Rose is good, but you got 213K or something on YouTube.
People still don't use Dale Ellis. People still don't use Dale Ellis, and he's a god. He went he screamed 5 threes in a row for me earlier. You've got, oh, congrats, 30K. You got 30K. That's still plenty of people. And between the two of us, in terms of a core fan group that will go straight away, that come to us for like card advice, it's a similar amount. Like, I don't have that many more of that specific type of fan group. So, man, you talking up all these cards helps them a lot.
People know how good Jaylen Rose is.
Dale Ellis, Jaylen Rose next. Jaylen Rose.
Listen,
Over
people
Carmelo.
know how good
I
Jaylen
love
Rose
that
is
Carmelo
now.
Card, but he wasn't slept on. No one just wanted to lock in for him.
Carmelo
Jaylen
slept
Rose.
on. People that have Carmelo don't even
Crazy.
play
I
him.
didn't even use him.
I didn't
Like,
know that.
I saw him come out of the, you know, I played with them once. Yeah, they're okay. But then when it comes down to it, I played with them 2 or 3 times. I'm like, okay, what was I missing about you?
Kevin
Kevin
Garnett.
Garnett.
Obviously,
Class.
Kevin Garnett, I could have been in this. But when we're getting down to where we're at now, these
Everyone
three
knew
guys,
Isaac was good. Everyone knew Isaac was
Jonathan
good.
Isaac.
I mean,
He
I
wasn't
said
worth the
from
lock-in.
start, Isaac was really good. Like I didn't.
He was
sleep
not
on
worth the
Isaac
lock-in,
card.
but he was very good.
I definitely did. I definitely slept on him. I 100% slept on him.
I mean, I went into Ty's stream the day Isaac came out and was like, Isaac's a god. And he was just like, no. He was like, Isaac's terrible. Isaac's terrible. I'm like, no, try him again. Try him again.
You preferred Hidu to John. Look,
Yes, he does one of my favorite cards in this game.
look, Davey. Look at me, yo. Look.
I'm looking at you.
Hidu isn't even on the same level as Jonathan.
Yes, he
Isaac.
is.
They're truly not even
Yes,
close
they are.
to the same level.
Yes, they are.
Jaylen Rose. who
Yes,
came
they
out
are.
Right after that.
Don't get me started about how good Jonathan Isaac is. I think he got the Pro 5 behind the back. an absolutely incredible release. He can do it all. Kevin Garnett, 6'11", for his time was probably the best defender in the game, and is still a top power forward defensive player in the game. A decent enough release, kind of slow, but still absolutely incredible.
Quality.
Karl Malone, 6'9", got the best dribble six in the game, and I get he's an expensive reward, but people sleep on how good Karl Malone still is to this day. So these three players are all very, very slept on. When it comes to the most slept on, I think it is Galaxy Kevin Garnett. 44 Hall of Famers, 22 gold badges for the time he came out, and people regret not
argue with any of these.
But guys, Kevin Garnett's absolutely...
Alright, it makes me feel happy that DBG's not arguing with any of these, man.
I mean, you know I'm not going to argue with any of these.
It makes me happy.
These are good choices. These are good choices.
He might have been the best
Jaylen Rose maybe, but
he came out in. Hopping into the MVP of NBA.
Simmons over Braun, but like again, it's personal preference.
Ben Simmons, there's a
Like these two are the consensus top two, and then this number 3 is really Simmons, LeBron, or Giannis. Really,
glaring gap or there's a strange LeBron James card in here where Ben Simmons belongs.
The thing is, here's the thing. I don't disagree with that. Ben Simmons, LeBron, it's preference. You can go either way. I'm not arguing either way. But I can only put 3 guys in here. What am I? Look, what am I?
Put in Simmons. I know. Either like it's literally if someone says Simmons better than LeBron, LeBron's better than Simmons. There's no right or wrong answer to that.
Supposed to do.
But not gonna argue with these two. These are number 1 and 2. With Yao at number 1.
Now, this is just the overall best player, not the best player for the time that they came out. And here's
Best
what
player
I'm
for
saying.
so
When he came out, I think it was what, May maybe? I don't know when exactly.
Or
it was
point guard
it was too early. That's
Maybe
what I'm going to
point
say.
guard Giannis.
I never thought we'd see anything like it. Giannis behind the back, incredible release for a center, 7'2", incredible defender.
When we got Kareem, I thought there would be no way we'd see anything
I don't think anyone did.
better. But
I don't think
we
anyone
did.
did. I don't think anyone thought
Am I wrong with
it
that?
was gonna come.
DBG has all these dates memorized, engraved in his head. Like DBG were the.
I mean, like I upload videos every single day, and I have a near eidetic memory. So yeah, I do. Like, again, I'm a little bit annoyed. I was one date wrong with the Ben Simmons one day wrong with the Ben Simmons prediction last year, or the Generation Next prediction last year. But yeah, no, I'd say if you asked me any video I ever uploaded from like 2K17 onwards, I would be within, unless it was like a part 2 or part 3, I'd be within like 2 or 3 days. Not gonna lie.
He really is the man
At the like longest, I'll be 2 or 3 days away.
with the plan.
1st of June was a Monday.
I think it was a Monday, because I did my like long stream on the last day of May, which was a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, or I did it on a Saturday and 1st of June was a Sunday. It was one or the other.
Not mistaken, and it was the
Like there's no chance I would remember all
Friday in
these.
June. I may be wrong with that one, but it was like the final Spotlight Sims came out on the Tuesday, and then
Like
or
I have
final
no
Spot-
idea, man.
Tuesday
I have no
was
idea.
What came out on the Tuesday? Kawhi came out on the Tuesday. That was
I'm right. The second
Why came out
Friday,
Tuesday?
the second Friday in June. I'm right with that.
Tuesday. Wednesday was the final Spotlight Sims.
I'm right.
And the Tuesday, the Kawhi day, they also leaked these packs, and Friday was these packs.
They
So
did
that was
leak
a
these
really
packs.
big-
I do
He
remember
was
they
absolutely
leaked
incredible.
these.
But then we got, let's talk about LeBron. The point guard LeBron, who had 45 Hall of Fame nights at 6'8" with a bad layup package, was my favorite point guard in
I
the
think
game.
Simmons is better.
Now we get a point guard LeBron.
It's definitely
Strong athlete,
debatable.
Preference, though. It is preference.
67 maybe Hall of Fame badges, all 99, everything. Like, guys, come on. We went from the point guard LeBron, who I thought was going to be probably the best point guard forever, to now we got the GOAT LeBron. Another just huge upgrade. But then we get a 7-6.
It's Yao.
All 97 or above.
Yao,
Yao.
my God.
Next,
No one's
next
gonna
we're going to hop
argue
into each
Yao.
team at their specific level. So the first team here is the all-rookie.
Yeah, so I'm going to skip through this because this is literally me saying, yeah, I agree with all this. And then, again, the one thing I don't agree with is LeBron and Simmons, so it's kind of just me saying, okay. So, anyway, that is the video. 38 minutes. Huge shout out to Ty for making these videos. A link to his channel will be in the description. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.